Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about almonds and how to breed them. I'll let Travis kind of go from here and let him explain how to do all that kind of fun stuff. As you can see here, we've got two different colors in here and they're both almonds, and we'll kind of let Travis explain what they are.
So if you want to make almond pigeons, the first thing you're going to need to do is get yourself an almond or a DeRoy pigeon, which a DeRoy is a recessive red version of almond, but you can make almonds with the DeRoy as well. Most people are looking for, when you talk about an almond, a pigeon that looks more like the two-colored bird in there. Really, he's actually older than the dark one. The dark one just molted really. Every time an almond molts its feathers, it gets darker and darker. So by the time the bird is 10 years old, it might look almost, back to a bronze kite looking pigeon. But these two are pretty good examples of classic almond color. I have flown birds out of both of these male pigeons, and I have done well with both of them. I have actually the bird on the lighter colored of the two. I have a young bird out of him that has flown from Topeka. For me, that is 475 miles and was 2 times first from the club. And that was a bird right out of this almond. So they are good flying strain of almond. The guy who created them used the Buetta strain to get them going. So I like them. They fly good for me. The darker one of the two actually has bred, last year he bred me a 2-time diploma winning a little hen that flew super well for a young bird. So like I said, they both have bred well.
So is there a reason why you want to breed these different colored pigeons?
Well, I like the challenge of trying to do something that no one else is doing. A lot of people fly blue checks and blue bars and do well with them, and I have some also, but I thought if I could do well with these colored pigeons, I'd really be doing something different. So it's become kind of a fun hobby, and it's also fun. Pigeons, they're fun during the race season, and then they're kind of, they're done for the season or whatever. But these almonds, as they molt, they change. So they're really fun to watch them develop. We're gonna go over, a couple different ideas. When I had them, I found some pictures of some brown almonds on the internet, and I wanted to do that. So I talked to a friend of mine, and he sent me a hen and said, "Here, try this brown kite hen," and we'll show you her later. What we're gonna do is show you a couple different hens that would make good mates for these birds to if you want to make almonds that look like these two. So we'll do that next. Okay, so this is what my friend called a brown kite. So everybody should know, basic pigeons, you have a black or a blue black, people call it. You have red or ash red, and then you have brown. And this particular hen is that brown color. I would presume one of her parents was a recessive red. That's how you get that bronzy color into the feathering. And I have bred one brown almond out of her, and I've had the pair together for 2 years. So breeding a brown almond is proving to be not very easy. I think it's because the brown gene is the least dominant of all the colors, of the 3 colors, and unless everything hits just right, that brown is not going to pop out. So I've had it once. I don't have the bird anymore. I wish I did. I might be able to send Jack a picture of him, and you can see what he looked like. But he was different than the 2 cocks we showed previously. This hen would be a very good mate for either one of the 2 almonds we had in here earlier. She's actually paired to the darker of the 2 right now. So of their first 2 babies, I do have one that I'll show you. I'll actually show you that bird next on the video, and I'll show you what they had. So this little guy is he is a baby out of the darker cockbird that was in here right away on the beginning of the video, and the brown hen that was in here just previous to this bird being in here. But if you look on the head and the neck, you'll see a little bit of dark flecking already. That's a good sign. This bird also has a nice nutty background color right away too, and that's also a good sign that this bird's going to turn into to be a nice classic almond looking bird. Excuse me, and hopefully it will fly good. So that's the plan.
So how do you tell when you get an almond when you're trying to breed them?
Well, if you have two in the nest, the almond's always going to have a whiter colored beak, and just if the nest, just say the nestmate's going to be a kite or a dark check or something, you can see that in the skin. It's almost a darker gray colored skin. Almond skin will be white, and they also have they're called short downed. So if you compare one that's not an almond to the one that is, it's really obvious that there's way less down.
I do have a good picture of that. I will post it out here on here. That way you guys kind of see that. I know Travis does have a pair in here that does have some, but we're not 100% sure it's an almond yet because he said they're really, really hard sometimes to get. Can you explain that?
Well, the baby that's in the nest does have a white beak, but the down on it is not as it's not short down. So if I had to say today if it was or not, I'm gonna say it's not an almond, just because of the down, just based directly on that. So,
but we can show you that the youngsters and kind of show you what they look like. At least you guys can kind of see, a little difference. So, all right, we'll get that next.
Sounds good.
All right, guys, here's some babies we were telling you about. See how this has got a little bit of white beak on them, and this has got a nice dark. As you can see, this one here is a little bit more aggressive than this one in the nest because he's always a lot bigger. They're born when the same day, so.
Yeah, although they're born the same day, the darker beaked one is getting more of the food. So I'm gonna switch babies. There's probably another pair that I have that are mismatched like this. I'll just put the two smaller ones together and the two big ones, but I'm not 100% sure this guy is an almond. Usually it's more obvious in the down that it's way shorter than the other bird, but this bird's, I have a feeling this bird is going to be just a very pied bird. I don't have a good feeling that that's going to be an almond. I just judging on the down alone. So
what's the odds of that? Do you normally get, if you try to breed them, like say you did 3 rounds, you get 1 almond out of there, or you get 2 almonds?
I believe you should get 50%. So, sometimes I'll have a nest where I have both of them will be almonds. And you might have a pair where you breed 3 rounds and none of them will be. But in 6 babies, it's about guaranteed, at least here for me. It happens pretty regularly. So.
Well, that's good to know.
Yep. So this will be the last almond example I have, but this is a young bird that was born last year. I raced her the whole young bird season, and she ended up placing 8th in the first race, and she was 1st in the very last race from Owatonna, which is for me is about 150, 175 miles. So this was a very good racing pigeon. Her mother was a blue bar, and that's actually the color you see coming through on her. You can see the start of a bar here. She'll turn around. I think it's even bluer on the other side. She has a big badge on her wing. But
nope, they're right there in the corner here.
Yep. But Yeah, again, it's not the, you know, the best colored classic almond, but this one is a winner, which is pretty rare.
He even beat my birds, which is okay.
Yeah.
Me
We
and
take turns.
Yes,
Yeah.
me and Travis are pretty competitive when
Yeah.
it comes to racing. So, you know, overall, guys, these birds are doing really good. So, I just wanted to kind of say thanks for everybody for watching today, and I do appreciate you guys sticking around, and hopefully you guys learned a few things. If you got any questions, like I said, you can shoot Travis an email or myself, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, you know. But I just want to say thanks again, and I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks again for watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody.